Let's create some beautiful and outstanding borders around your junk journal pages using your sewing machine, and let's do some fast flow stitching. This is a collaboration with some well-known junk journal artists here on YouTube, so check this out, it's so much fun. Hi there, this is Luise HEINZL. Welcome to my channel Junk Journal Art. Nice to see you here. Today we are going to start a very special series here on my and some other YouTube channels. And it's all about having fun with your sewing machine. I'm so excited. I can't tell you. A while ago, the wonderful Joey DeFee has invited me to this collaboration, and it's so exciting for me to be part of this. So Joey, if you are watching, thank you so much for this chance to be in this collaboration team. It's such a pleasure for me. So yeah, let me tell you who is also joining this collaboration. So we have some well-known junk journal artists on the list. So make sure that you check out all of the other videos. There will be a ton of videos of the other creators as well. Everything about this fast flow stitching thing and having fun with your sewing machine. So on board there are so gorgeous people. So let me tell you. So first of all, of course, Joey DeFee. She is, the person who brought this collaboration to life. Then we have Tracy Fox, known as Love Junk Journals. Gail Agostinelli. Barbara from 49 Dragonflies. Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah. Rachel from Roxy Creations. Then Helen Colebrook, and I hope that I say her name right. It's a really, difficult name for me. And Andrea from Artie Maze. And last but not least, Meg from Meg Journals. And my little self, me and my little, okay. So, I was so inspired by this theme, this words, fast flow stitching, brought so many ideas to my head that I decided that I want to split my content for this collaboration into several videos so that each video is not too long for you and has, some different things that I can point out and that you can use in your own journal creations. So you will see some more of this fast flow stitching stuff on my channel. There's a whole playlist with all of the videos. You can check that out down below in the description box. So I would like to start with something that's some kind of really easy and something that you also can use to get into this theme and into this special way of sewing, I think. So I would like to show you a way how you can make really beautiful edges around your papers just by sewing. And I'm talking about sewing without thinking. And I think that's a really special thing and important that you don't think about what you're doing here. So I'm taking a normal piece of coffee dyed paper, as you can see here. So probably you can see, don't know if my camera can catch that this paper has some yellow stuff here on top that comes from some tea that I've put on top when I had coffee dyed this paper. And because of that, I'm using two different colors of thread today. First of all, I'm going to use a green. You will see that in a second, but later on I will use some yellow thread to catch this color here in this frame. So of course you can do that with any color that you want. And this fast flow stitching thing is all about doing without thinking and sewing without any rules, without any straight lines. So you can do what you want. And first of all, I would like to show you what I do, and then I try to explain it a little bit more in detail. So let's get started. Okay, so here we go. As you could see, I've just sewn around like crazy here. So as you can see, I've changed my machine from this straight stitching to the zigzag stitch, and then back to that straight stitching, and so on. And I've just went around this thing really, really randomly in no straight lines, but like so. You can see that here. I will show you this papers later in detail when I can bring my camera into the other perspective so that you can see it a little bit better and that you can see the whole page. So I'm sorry when you that you don't see that here. So I think this is a really, really beautiful thing for a junk journal page to make frames like this. And of course, you can also think, okay, I would like to use another color on that. And oopsala. And you can, of course, mix the colors a little bit. So I will just take my little thing here out and put another color in. So I'm choosing this yellow here because I have this yellow on the paper as well. So I think that could be cute if this yellow comes to the frame of my of my paper as well. And as you perhaps can see, so this hand here, you can't see it in the frame. That's because my right hand is laying on my table, or it's laying here and waiting for what is happening. And this hand, the left hand, is taking the paper around. I'm just moving it around where it wants to go. So that's strange, but please try that out. That way you get this really, really these smooth curves here. Don't know how to explain that, but perhaps you can look at my hand and see what I'm doing so that it's easier for you to do that by yourself if you perhaps are trying this out for the first time. If you think it's enough for my page, then just stop it and you will have a wonderful frame around your paper. Really, really awesome. But is that all? Or can we perhaps, if we have practiced this, use that to make something much more fun and much more interesting? Of course we can. Of course. So for the next idea, that's basically the same like this, I would like to use some scraps of fabric, lace, paper, and whatever you can find. Then I will show you how you can jazz this idea up a little bit and make this much more interesting than it is now. Okay, so here we go. As you can see, I've picked up some really crazy things. So here are some tiny pieces of fabric, some thing of this here, I think it's this eyelash trim thing, some butterflies, some tickets are here, and some scraps all different things, different mediums, different sizes, different materials and that stuff. So we are going to need another coffee dyed paper, and for that I think I would like to choose one that's a little bit darker than the other one so that you can see the difference. But where is a darker one? Oh. What do you think about using this one? Look at this. I made this, so that was a happy accident that I have taken this out from my stash. It was not planned, but I've made this the other day with some of these plastic lace thingies, this placement things that you can use to coffee dye your paper. I think I want to use that. Okay, so yeah. First of all, I will go around my page with the color that I want to have not so much on the page. So this is for me the yellow thread. So I have it here in my machine. So I will go the first round that I make here with my machine with the color that shall not be dominant on my frame later. And now I'm not only sewing around, but I'm taking a few of my pieces here that I have prepared in my little bowl. And while excuse me, while I'm sewing, I take them out. So don't know if I can show you that in this little area here. So don't want to destroy my bowl when I sew. Oh my goodness. So this bowl comes from my grandmother, but I want to show you how I pick these things and put them to my sewing here. So I just start my machine, and while I'm going around here, I'm just taking some pieces and let the machine go over them. That's all. Okay, so here we go. That's our first round here. So I think you could imagine how I took out those things from here and put them here. So I will place that here down on my table so that I don't have any problems with this bowl. So now I'm taking out this yellow thread and put in my green thread again. And now we are going around here again. I'm starting there where my last thread is ending, but that you can do that like you want. And now I'm layering this whole thing. I'm taking other things and go around the same way as before, but I'm trying to layer these things to make this whole thing like, yeah, some kind of a collage, like some interesting things here, yeah. Frame, border, or how would you like to call that? So let's go. And if you think that you have enough collaging in one spot, or you think, oh, this little area here, that speaks to me, then you can, yeah, let me say, finish it by just putting some kind of a focal point. For example, a wonderful butterfly. Or what also would be great is a ticket, like this one, just place it here and then sew over this. Or what also would be great, I think, is a stamp, and just sew that on top to make a focal point. I think I would like to use a butterfly because this collaboration is, yeah, brought to life by Joey DeFee, and she's often using the most amazing butterflies, and she makes so interesting things, and it's always so inspiring for me, so that I wanted to make my first focal point finished thingy here with a butterfly. So thank you, Joey, for all your inspiration and all your great stuff that you are sharing with the world. It's so amazing. So yeah, now I have to think about this. So totally without thinking, I think it's a little bit strange because it's not possible. You have to think about where to put the wing of this butterfly. That, of course, depends on what you want to do with this paper later. This will be a junk journal page in one of my junk journals later. So this is DNA 4, and I will fold that into half so that I have DNA 5 and a junk journal page. And I don't want to have this wing of the butterfly peeking out too much. It would also be great if this is some kind of journaling card or a tag or whatever, if you sew along here and the wing is peeking out here. But for my project, that's not so good. So please think about if this is okay for you, or if you better would like to put it like so that the wing is here inside of the page. And when I sew over the butterfly, I like to sew directly here on top of his, through his body. And I like to do that with a straight stitch and not with zigzag. Like so. Okay, so I will show you that later, how that looks. It's easier for me to take that out from the machine later. So let me just go crazy here with some pieces of fabric. And I also don't care if my ruffles that I make here are not that regular that they normally would be when I make a beautiful ruffle. So yeah, perhaps that makes sense. I don't care about that. I don't care about these things here. It has to be like this, and this makes the thing interesting in the end. Okay, so what about here? Can we probably put another butterfly here? And now, of course, we have to put this one upside down, because I went around the page and the butterfly there on the other side is in this direction now as well. So of course you have to make sure, please, that your focal points that you want to put there are in the right direction that you want them to have. So if you go around crazy, please don't forget the direction in that you want to put your stuff. So that happens so often to me that I didn't realize that I don't have it in the right direction. It's a little bit crazy. So I have this little piece of lace here. It's some kind of a really special thing. Look at this, that's really cute, but I think it's not the right place to put that here. So what else do we have? We have some black and white stuff here as well, so probably like this. But I think here's some lace missing. And that's also a thing that I can recommend. Search for enough materials. So my bowl, my little thing here, already looks like this. It's really I don't want to say empty, but I've used much of these things, even if I just have made only a half of a page. So what I want to say is prepare enough materials so that you don't have to search for them while you are sewing your project, because that can disturb your flow. And probably you are not such relaxed when you have to go to your stash and find some more matching materials. it's easier to prepare that before you start, I think. So yeah. Okay, so like this, and this little piece, I think we can place it here. Come on. And then and what I also like to do is to include some page tabs. So I have these come from a Happy Mail that I got the other day, and I think there's a punch who can make such things, but of course you can also cut them by hand, and then you can just place them somewhere where you like it, and sew them down. And the cool thing about this is you will have no glue at your hands. And I like that. I really like that. Don't want to know where I want to have this. I think to put it here, I'm a little bit too far to the edge of the page, so I will go backwards. Just like so. Have this cool effect here. This thing is so much fun. Please try that out. I will place this here. Is that a good place? Don't know. Or here. Don't overthink it, Louise. Just do it. Okay. What about going around this butterfly a little bit? Like so. So let's see. Yeah, I think I really like that. I will show you that result in a second, but I think I want to include such a stamp somewhere. This is so awesome. So probably we could put that here. And of course, you can change the direction where you want to go, like this crazy thing here, and you don't have to go all around the whole time. Of course, you can also take this little thingy here, this little stamp, and a good thing is when it's on top of a part of this envelope and not the single stamp. This way you can get a really cool frame around it. So just a second. I would say this is finished now. Okay, so here we go. So before we come to this thingy here, I would like to show you this first page in total as well. And I would also like to show you how that would look if it's included into a junk journal. So I think that's always a bit hard to imagine, especially when you are probably relatively new to junk journaling. Then it's always a good idea to, for me, it's my opinion, so probably it's helpful for you as well, to fold the page into half to see this fold here, so that you can imagine that this will be a page in your journal later and this on the other side as well. And another good idea, of course, is to take a signature or some folded papers that you already have, and then you can just place it somewhere and you can imagine how that would look. This is totally not the color scheme that I'm looking for the journal where I want to put this, but it's a great help to imagine how this would look when it's in a junk journal. So that you can imagine that you see the half of the sewing here, another page here, and the rest of your page somewhere else in the signature, like so. And of course, you can also check how the back side would match the rest that you have here. Okay, so let's talk about this thing. And I'm so in love. And I think this is so great. And especially with this special coffee dyeing in the background, this looks so awesome. All of those details are really cool. And I think these little things, that the fabric, for example, is flipped over here. You can only get that by that this special way to sew. Would you think about taking this? Look, this is the rest of some fabric thing, and here you have this, this ugly thing on the end. You will probably never use this piece on a normal project, so probably you know what I mean. And isn't this just gorgeous? I am so in love. And of course the back side looks a little bit weird, but that's art. It has to be like this. But of course you can decide to cover that up. So I'm just taking something that's not the right color, but please imagine that you take this and make a little pocket out of this, glue it here, and you can put something in here, and this crazy stuff will be covered up by this pocket. You can find some things, some stickers, or you can doodle around here to the back side, so that the back side also makes sense. And if you fold this in half, like so, and let's just put that into this signature, like so, and probably you can see the connection between this relatively neutral page and this neutral frame and this relatively loud page. And I really like this effect. You can make several of these really silent pages with only the frame here with the sewing, and you can make some loud pages with some collage on top, and you will get a really nice combination when you put these together next to each other into your journal. So yeah, same technique but totally different thing, and you will get a double page in your journal that looks really interesting, I think. Yeah. Okay, so that's it for now. Please check out all of the other awesome creators that are joining this collaboration, and check out all of the other fast flow stitching videos. I have a whole playlist down below in the description box, and I have some more ideas for you as well. So if you like to see that, please subscribe to my channel and follow me along. Perhaps you can get some inspirations here from my channel or from the others. Make sure that you subscribe to the other channels if you like their content, and perhaps you would like to leave some kind words. We are all so thankful for all your support and all your lovely words. So spread some love, go around and leave some nice comments or some ideas or whatever. Let's get into a very close contact during this collaboration, and let's try to figure out some things together and try to exchange some ideas. So have a very great time and have fun to experiment with your sewing machine. See you the next time. Bye bye.